Apologies at the start of the video if you can hear the aircon. It is staying on. It's too damn warm in here. But Sheffield Wednesday might have a new midfield option. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So, for the longest time, we have been looking for the next person to possibly come out of the academy and basically fill or get ready to be preparing for the boots of Barry Bannon. Now, for the longest time, a lot of us thought that was Alex Hunt. Very similar player. I believe he's at Grimsby. May have moved on to York City now. I could be wrong. But here's the thing. We've always been looking at things to see what happens as well. And the thing is, we've always been done all right with getting like a right back or right wing back with this player in Sean Fusire. But now he starts to play more central in the middle. Now, he's looked really good when he was in Austria. Like, he looked really good. Apparently, he impressed a lot of the players and the management. And this is what Josh Windass said. I love Sean. I spoke highly of him in a good couple of years. He played right back today. He played in the middle of the sixth. He can play both really well because he's very intelligent. As a young boy, he's coming up and worked tirelessly. So we've got a lot of time for Sean. I really hope he goes on to do really well. And this is what you want. You want to see the academy players impress senior pros. Because if they get impressed by senior pros, it gives you an understanding of where the squad is and where they're going to be. And there's the thing, Danny's not been scared to let under 21s and under 18 come and train with the first team. Because he likes to see what they can do. It gives them an opportunity. It gives Danny a bit of a look at what he got coming through the ranks. Danny went on to say, I think Sean's impressed in the last 2 weeks. He has a good skills and could be very interesting to see him in a 6 or an 8. Against Salford, we tried him as a winger, but against Brighton, he played a 6 and 8, and it was good to see. In my mind, we have 5 number 6s, and usually the 5th is a young player from the academy to give them faith to improve him. And this is interesting. We'll see what happens with Sean. If we see any more growth from him in this Danny Rule system. And it'll be interesting to see what we do, because I think youth are going to play a big thing in what Danny does in the Wednesday way of setting things up down the line as well. Now, one player I do want to talk about is that it's somebody we looked at trying to get in the January window. He also tried to get in at Blackburn Rovers, and they completely and utterly cocked up the move for him in a very Blackburn Rovers way. But Duncan Maguire could be set to have it that he's looking like they're gonna trigger his 2-year extension on his deal, meaning they're gonna keep hold of him. Here's the thing: for the longest time, I think they've been looking to try and get him in a new deal. But if there's a 2-year extension, why haven't they just triggered it already? Because they don't want to lose him. They've made it very clear they don't want him to leave to go elsewhere, and it just feels like they were trying to test the waters, see if anyone else was going to come in with some big money and sign him like Blackburn Rovers tried to. And I wonder if they tried to get Blackburn Rovers to say, hey, do you still want him? Kind of thing. And it just not worked in that way, because they got a lot of things going on behind the scenes as well. I think they're waiting on a court judgment in India to let them know if they've got any money that can get freed up. So it probably will make it that Wednesday could completely drop our interest in him completely. There have been little murmurs that we're still keeping an eye on him and see what happens. But at the end of the day, it does look like we're looking at Ugbo. Still mainly Ugbo, and it looks like Kaba, who we've been speaking about the last 2 days. And there was a video today at about 12 talking about a club had bid 1.3 million for him. Is it us? Who knows? We will see what happens. At the end of the day, I think there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes that we're not going to know about, and we're not going to find out about it anytime soon. But at the same time, I think you've got to be aware that the club is working very hard to try and get these people in. We know we need a striker. We know Danny wants a striker. The one at the top of everybody's list, we already know, is Ugbo. But if you can get someone else in, then fantastic. But we'll see what happens with that, because I will be very interested to see what Danny does and whereabouts we're looking next in that department. Maguire was somebody who was linked in January. And you got to remember, at that time, we already had Ugbo. So this wasn't instead of Ugbo, we wanted both. We wanted 2 strikers in January. And it still looks like we want 2 strikers now, so we'll see. We may already have it in Jamal Lowe, who knows. It still says he's a midfielder, but I still think he'll play more up top anyway. But you got to think that Sean Fusire is going to look good if we can look after him and just make sure he goes on the right track. And we'll see what other youth options can come out of the academy and into the first team. And then you've got the situation with Duncan Maguire. It looks like we're probably going to not go anywhere near him if they've got a 2-year extension. And also we're looking, apparently, there's a big gun in for not Ugbo, Soy Kaba. And then Ugbo was still in limbo, knowing what's going on. But that's where we stand with everything at the moment.